Hey there, Sagittarius. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to go ahead and get into your reading for the month, the midpoint of June 2019. As you notice, I have switched the setup, and I just want to do it this way, see, what you guys thought. If you like seeing the cards, or if you prefer just to see me talk, that's fine too. I'm fine with that. But I figure we can go ahead and do this and see what you think. All right. Let's go for Sagittarius and Moon, Rising, and Venus, and anybody else who's dealing with Sagittarius, cross watchers as well. So, Sag, some of you may be either physically or in your minds, in your hearts, returning to a situation where you may have had struggle, you may have had frustration, you may have felt like there was no moving forward in a situation due to somebody and their actions, whether that be self-sabotory, in your own life and you're trying to revisit things, or whether that be an energy where we have had a blockage in a connection with somebody that we're revisiting, but we're still met with this energy, this Five of Swords energy. So somebody who is willing to fight with us for no good reason, somebody who always has to be right, self-sabotory energy, people who they prey upon weakness, people who they play mind games. This is a lot of mind games here, okay? Lots of mind games. If you've had difficulty communicating with this person, why are you wanting to go back to it? Somebody here is wanting to come back to something, and it doesn't feel like that's advised. It feels like that kind of needs to be buried. So let's keep going, Sag. I apologize for the glare. It started to get dark, and so I wanted to go ahead and put the light on above, but I do notice that it does have some glare. My apologies, you guys. So Six of Wands here. Six of Pentacles popping out too. Interesting energy. So this guy has popped up twice now at the bottom of the deck. When these cards came out, he was at the bottom of the deck, the Page of Wands in reverse. Now he's at the bottom of the deck for here. Okay, so having confusion in regard to the direction that you're going in. If you're getting involved with a person again, and somebody wants to take it forward, you need to be careful about if this person is giving to too many people, if this is not an equal exchange. This could also be a situation where you may not be dealing with somebody in a third party, but the exchange and communication is very poor. This is, it's wanting to have equal, balance in a situation, but still somebody's getting crumbs here. Is that truly equal? Are you being recognized? I'm going to pull some more cards, which will leave this as the main energy of this reading. But let's go. Okay, well, that came out very quickly. So you have the Emperor here with the Star. The Emperor's in reverse, and the Star is upright, with the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So interesting energy, Sag. God, that glare is rough. Maybe let me just try it without the light, see if you guys can still see things. You can see that. Okay. So, this is essentially dealing with somebody, this Emperor in reverse. This is somebody who is very, they know it all. They will tell you what they want. You are subject to them. It's not an equal exchange here with this person. It's their way and their way alone. And it feels that this relationship or this situation has been pivotal in regard to this. This is kind of the breaking point, it feels. But I'm wondering, why are we wanting to go back? Why are we considering going back here? Is there something are we looking back in the past and having a hard time going away from it? Is this an internal thing? Are we coming to the understanding, the decision that we need balance in our lives, that we need to have reciprocation? Are we dealing with somebody here? It feels like you might still be dealing with this person because they present themselves in the future or in the progression of this spread. And this isn't a particular spread. How I read is I'll read however I feel like I need to read. I don't know what this spread would be called, but it's what I use sometimes, and sometimes I'll do Celtic Cross, sometimes I do weird shit, it depends. But yeah, it feels like either way, you need to be directing yourself to where you feel good. You need to have healing in your life. Somebody here needs to have a fair amount of healing from this energy. I don't know if you're going to be able to change this person or not. You know, this could also be a situation if you're not dealing with anybody where you need to recognize where you self-sabotage yourself, you know, where you sabotage your efforts and your life, where you maybe connect with the wrong people or maintain the wrong connections and you know that they're not healthy for you, where you do things that are, you know, detrimental for yourself, Sagittarius, and you uphold it because it's comfortable, because it's something that is, you know, comfortable, you know. So yeah, it feels like the exchange is not equal here. It feels like somebody's giving and giving and giving in hopes that things change, but this is the underlying energy, this 5 and 7 of Swords. And all of the readings, I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't really like the romance angels. Nothing against them. I don't know. There's so much about them that feels like it's just really played out and kind of cheesy in my opinion. But for some reason in this batch of readings, I keep getting the feeling to pull out the romance angels, so I'm going to. Show me for Sagittarius. So you have wedding and make the effort in reverse, okay? With codependency at the bottom of the deck. So some of you may be in a codependent relationship with somebody where that's why you're in the relationship, is because codependence. You're holding on to it, hoping that things change, but there's still this underlying energy. It's almost as if we need to come to the decision that we no longer are going to make the energy and effort here. That this, if there was a wedding or if there was an engagement that was supposed to happen, or you thought it was leading up to that, it may be something that you need to allow to let go. Looking into the past, hoping that things change. It doesn't feel that that is going to happen. It feels like we need to actually stay on course with ourselves, be honest with ourselves, and recognize where we have breakdown in communication, lack of passion, lack of direction in a connection with somebody. That doesn't fly well, you know, having lack of direction in a relationship. It's just floundering. It's codependency. Here, let me put that there so you guys can see it. It's codependent nature. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify these cards, and we will do that now. Show me the 6. Okay, so you have the Knight of Pentacles. So it's interesting here, and we have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Pentacles here with the 6 of Swords in reverse, it's an energy where we're going back in regard to somebody that may have just been dragging their feet, taking too long. The situation just felt arduous and exhausting. It may also be a situation where you have to look at the past and recognize what you're getting into again, or evaluating it for what it is. Does it bring you stability? Does it bring you strength in your foundation? Does it bring you outcome? What is that? Because if you're dealing with somebody like the Emperor in reverse, you're going to get a lot of this. This is, you know, having to kowtow and having to be subject to somebody's just terrible behavior. Not healthy energy. Show me the Ace of Wands in reverse here, Sagittarius, please. So you have the 9 of Swords popping out in reverse here, and then you have the Sky, 9 of Cups in reverse as well. So this is basically, you know, with the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So with this connection here, you have a breakdown in communication. You have a lack of desire to fix anything anymore. Some of you may be hopeful in regard to this, hopeful that it may change, but still we're confronted with the reality of what this is. We're still going to clarify these cards. We'll see if any change happens here, but I think the most important thing here, Sagittarius, is recognizing a person's where they're at, recognizing how they operate, and maybe recognizing that they might not change, you know? Interesting energy. I am feeling like I'm being directed back to Taurus, the Taurus reading. That was really weird. I did it a couple days ago, maybe. It was, I don't know, there was something very harsh there. It was this energy that presented itself very much. I don't know if you're dealing with that, but for some reason, the Taurus reading is coming up for me. I don't know if you want to go watch that or not, but you're more than welcome to if you choose to. Either way, lack of direction, lack of connection here, lack of sex, you know, or somebody giving sex to other people while turning you down. But it's freeing your mind from this. It's letting it go. You know, if you were to maintain this energy, I feel that this would be even more ramped up, being stuck in our mind, having endless mental breakdown, you know, being constantly in your head about this. What it is a lack of emotional connection, a lack of happiness here, you know, not seeing eye to eye with people, not being on the same page with somebody who lacks emotion, somebody who lacks the care to recognize your own emotions and how you feel in this situation. Show me the Five of Swords. Show me this Five of Swords for Sag. So you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You know, it's interesting here. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, like, this is coming out of the cold. It's allowing yourself to be released from negative thinking, negative experiences. If somebody had kept you out, if you had a partner that was very headstrong, demanding, ruthless, they kept you out from knowing things, they kept you out from information, they kept you out from knowing about a third party potentially, and you're considering going back to them. This is talking about dealing with your own stuff, letting them go and moving forward. I don't think that this is really allowing somebody like this back into your experience right now. Show me the Six of Wands for Sagittarius, please. So you have you, Sag, the King of Wands. In his face, he looks very frustrated. He looks exhausted by dealing and thinking with this situation, thinking about this situation. Do you have the energy to continue doing this? Do you really truly want to see victory in this situation? Do you want another beginning in this? Or are you needing to focus on the past? Are you needing to see what it is that you might be getting back into? Because it doesn't seem healthy, really. It seems that it's dependent upon, it pivots upon somebody who's very slow to change, somebody who's very slow to, you know, understand their part in things. And it's, I love you. Okay. Have a good day. I'll see you in a minute. I don't know. My boyfriend's going out to the car. I thought he was leaving. So, yeah, do you want to go back to this? Do you want to continue this? I think that that's what's the deciding factor here. I think you need to pay attention to what's gone on. Show me the Six of Pentacles for Sagittarius. So you have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So that's not the greatest card here. For the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups in reverse is essentially somebody that will tell you what you want to hear. Somebody who is emotionally, kind of emotionally corrupt sometimes. They are disturbed within their own emotions, but oftentimes they'll blow smoke up your ass to, you know, throw you off their trail. That's this type of energy. And the Five of Swords energy, lying to you so you don't see the reality in a situation, keeping you in the dark, not communicating everything. Okay. Show me the Emperor in reverse. So for the Emperor for the Emperor in reverse, you have two cards popping out. You have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands. And I'm going to say goodbye to my love. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Take care.
Yep.
You look great.
Thank you.
Okay. So, yeah, here, this energy is essentially one where we're getting real with ourselves. We're having a showdown with this Knight of Wands. Look at that positioning right there. You know, this is this fire energy. This is the Knight of Wands energy. Now, the Knight of Wands, I don't even need him in reverse here. This is the energy of somebody who is back and forth. They do what they want. They have multiple partners. They're somebody who just kind of dips their dick or whatever they have in, you know, multiple spots. Yeah. So this is about being very genuine, very honest, being very clear. If you've evaluated everything from the past that you may need to, where you've been kept in the dark, where you haven't had the understanding that you need, where you've been emotionally distraught, it's important to communicate that. It's important to recognize how you've been treated, where you may have not been seen, and really pay attention to that. The King of Wands also is somebody here too that they move forward. Okay, they move forward in their life. They move forward courageously, passionately. They're determined. They're a leader. Here, this card, look at this card. He doesn't look like he's too jazzed about what he's got to do. And again, the placement, he's looking over here at all of this. He's looking where he's been kept in the dark. He's looking at what has transpired so far. If you're a female, it doesn't matter. The King of Wands, it's the energy of forward movement. But here we're looking in the past. The only court card that's looking forward, Queen of Wands. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, either way, doesn't have to be that sign. This is an energy where we're very honest about what we need and require in our relationships, what we will allow, what we will not. This is about truth telling. It's about telling our own truth, regardless of what the person that we're dealing with may want. Okay, it's what we want, and it's about us now, or you. Show me the star for Sagittarius. For the star, you have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands essentially talks about burden. It talks about exhaustion, not wanting to maintain here, and the Emperor is at the bottom of the deck now. So dealing with this type of energy, not wanting to maintain that energy anymore, not wanting to deal with it anymore, being tired of it, taking time for ourselves to heal, honoring the new opportunities that you have in regard to life by leaving somebody, by letting somebody go because of their BS. I am going to clarify that. But exhaustion here. Are you willing to carry it? This is talking about going back to here. We're going back to a situation. We're looking at it. Do we really want to go back to it? Here, we're letting it go, okay? Still holding on, but it's time to let it go. This is about finality here. These 10 rods, about finality, letting it go, dropping it. Show me the Seven of Swords for Sagittarius, please. So you have the Eight of Wands here, and at the bottom of the deck you have the Ace of Swords. So this is communication, truth, communication, telling your honest feelings about a situation, not wanting to go forward in something. If this was a dissolve of a relationship that you thought that may have led to marriage, or if you were in a relationship that was in a marriage, somebody's BS has... It's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to be honest about this, or them being honest about it. But I feel it's more so, Sagittarius, it's more you being honest about your feelings in regard to how you want to go about it or not. And codependency is one of the main issues here. So let's pull for... Do I want a different deck? I'm going to do a different deck for that. Okay. The deck I pick up immediately, I flip it over, and Judgment is the first card at the bottom of that deck. This is all about judgment. This is all about recognizing what makes sense for you. Do you want something in your life that's healthy or unhealthy? Are we staying with a partner because we're codependent? Show me Wedding in reverse for Sagittarius. Show me Wedding in reverse for Sagittarius. Wedding in reverse for Sagittarius. So you have the World in reverse here popping out. The World in reverse is essentially, it can talk about unfinished business. It can talk about, where we are not letting what needs to die, where we're getting in the way and creating further havoc in our lives because we're codependent to a situation. We're codependent to a person. We may not want to be completely on our own, even if it is to our own detriment. Be careful about that type of mindset, Sagittarius. You guys are courageous on your own, and quite beautiful on your own. Be careful about being connected to somebody who's entirely unhealthy for you just for the sake of having a warm body next to you. Warm bodies Warm bodies don't equal, warm bodies do not trump cold hearts, okay? Show me make the effort in reverse for Sagittarius. Show me make the effort in reverse for Sagittarius, please. Ooh. It's way too many cards, Sag. That's literally like 10 cards. I'm not pulling that. Show me one card for make the effort in reverse. Okay. Temperance. So temperance is about, temperance can talk about reconciliation. At the bottom of the deck, I do want to mention, though, we have the 7 of Pentacles here, okay? This is evaluating everything that you've been through, okay? Make the effort. This is really talking about bringing balance to a situation. Why should you? Why do you want to bring balance to the situation? What is the point of that with temperance here, with make the effort in reverse? Can it be equal? Can it be something that is reciprocal? Or are you spinning your wheels hoping that something changes when it may not? I feel like this is you needing to be very honest with yourself in regard to how you view your experience in relationships. Show me codependency here for Sagittarius. So you have the 6 of Cups in reverse. 6 of Cups in reverse. It's an interesting card to have here. This card in reverse talks about romanticizing the past with somebody that we've either been married to, somebody that's been in our family for a long time. And if you're not dealing with a marriage partner, this could be somebody that is in your family. Wedding is a weird card, and this is why I don't like the romance angels. They're so incredibly suggestive, and I don't like that because I don't like giving people false hope. But the 6 of Cups in reverse talks about romanticizing situations from the past, hoping that they'll change, hope that we can hang on and see if they'll change. That in itself can be codependent energy, when we are hopeful for something that has proven us wrong time and time again, or proven to be unhealthy time and time again, and we still maintain it, we still hold on to it. Be careful about that, Sagittarius, okay? I'm going to go ahead and pull a Nocturna card, which is it's an oracle card. And then we'll be done with this reading. Show me energy present for Sag. Starfish, that's the second time that this has come out. Somebody else got this. Starfish, where are you? Starfish. Healing, regrowth, sensory. A starfish is one of the many creatures that can regrow a lost limb. The many nerves that stretch from the center of the animal to its arms even allows a completely severed limb to regenerate into a whole new starfish. Loss is painful, but is a very inevitable and necessary part of life. However, with each experience, there is opportunity for learning and growth. Yeah, absolutely. But here with the world in reverse, it's finding difficulty allowing this to let go. This is revisiting things, even if it feels like there's unfinished business or you feel like you want to try again. I think it's very important here to pick up on this codependency aspect in this reading. It was chemistry in reverse under there, and that may be another component here in this reading. You may have a lack of chemistry with this person. Sometimes when that happens, people still want to maintain a relationship even though they're no longer caring about how you are treated. They just want you for having you, for the sake of having you. While you may have feelings of codependency towards somebody also may have codependent feelings towards you, and the way that they go about it is in a destructive way. Codependency can be destructive in general, but the way that they do it is domineering, ownership, disregarding, cheating, lying. So, okay, on that happy note, I hope this reading was helpful for you. And yeah, feel free to let me know what you think about this setup. If you like it, if you don't like it, I can change it back to where it was. And we can figure that out as we go. And if you like this reading, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box below for that. And for those of you who have donated, I very much appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sometimes it's difficult for me to get back to people who have donated. I try to email folks and give them a personal thank you, but my life is bonkers sometimes with work. I work 3 jobs and I do this on the side, and I do other things on the side. So yeah, that's what's up with me. But yeah, let me know what you think, and I hope everything's well. All right, Sag, you guys have a wonderful life and day and night and dream space. Take care. Bye.